Okay, so guys, we are going to discuss the introduction and layout, early divergence, passkeys e4, a3, and miscellaneous fifth move, knight b2 d2 with bishop g4, knight b2 d2 with f6, knight b2 d2 with others, g3 met with bishop g4, g3 met with bishop e6, g3 versus others. So let's start the introductory layout. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to Bob Waite, whose library, hospitality, and advice proved invaluable in writing this book. I am also grateful to GM Rainey for helpful suggestions, and to other leading players Nigel Davis, Ken Harmon, Andrew Lau, and Malcolm Payne, who assist with analysis. Bob Long's Chess at Last and Francis mentions Lee Gambit. Albin also provide useful material, while Graham Hilliard deserves thanks for producing such excellent proofs. Okay, so that is the introduction and layout. Although the Queen's game Gambit was first mentioned by Polerio as long ago as the end of the 16th century, a game with e5 did not make an appearance until as late as 1881 in Salvioli Cavallotti at Milan, while the first game between two masters occurred when Adolf Albin played it against Lasker in New York 1893. Albin was born in Butcher Street in 1874, but later moved to Australia, living in Vienna, a chess journalist by profession. He achieved his best result at New York 1893, coming second to Lasker, ahead of Pillsbury and Showalter. The theory of the opening was still in an embryonic stage. However, Mrs. Tatrakover and Marshall later made a significant contribution to its development. Even if Tatrakover did have some disasters with the line d4 d5. Okay, so let's show you the Tatrakover move, that is d4 d5 c4 and e5. Yes guys, that is the Albin counter gambit. Now here one thing I should like to mention, that you can see various moves against the queen's pawn opening, like d4 you can play knight f6, and after c4 you can play e5. That is called the Budapest gambit. Now after capturing this pawn, that is the Budapest gambit Fajerovich variation, and that is the main line. Okay, so in the Fajerovich variation, if opponents are not careful and play f3, then game could be finished very soon, like bishop b4 check. You need to block with the bishop. Yeah, let me show you. If you are trying to block with the knight, then you probably lose your rook. Okay, so it's blocked by the bishop. Now queen check. If you want to block, then I just grab to capture the pawn, and if you capture my knight, then simply it's a checkmate. So it's just a checkmate within 7th move. You can see over there, and here other alternatives, like after knight captures g3, if you capture my bishop, then knight probably back to the e4, and that is also a checkmate. So let's just show you guys how it is going to be the checkmate. Just give me a moment. Okay, so here you can see that is so here you can see that queen is attacking, the bishop is sorry, you can see this king doesn't have any square to move, like queen is attacking the whole path and the knight is covering both of the sides. So you can see around the king all of the squares are blocked. So probably that is a very good, like a very beautiful checkmate. Okay, now let's back to the game. So the game is starting from d4, d5. Now whenever you are boring to play the semi-Slav or Slav or any setup like Grunfeld defense, I probably gonna recommend you to play Albin counter gambit with e5. Okay, so Yugoslav has replied with the d3. What is it? d4, d5, c4, e5, d into e4. Okay, so it's a d into e4. Now black plays d4, and after knight f3, it's c5. Yugoslav Grandmaster Boris Kostic and the Soviet Grandmaster Mikenas played the opening frequently, while the correspondence master Dr. Balgo was a regular exponent of the modern players. Forintos, Kuprechik and Mozionzik have contributed new and interested ideas. So let's just see their ideas, like after d4, d5, c4, e5. That is the Albin counter gambit. Now the normal move is the d into e4. The d into e5. The normal should be to capture this pawn. You just need to capture. Okay, so at this position, if opponent capture the pawn, then you just forward your pawn. Okay, that is the position. Most of the alternatives deal with in chapter 2 allow easy equality. Now Now D captures C is which leads to an inferior ending of black. It also covered in chapter 2. Knight F3, the importance alternative is that E4, which is the subject of chapter 3. Okay, so the fourth move is E4. So let's just check it out. Like after E4, Knight C6, F4, by both. Now F6 or G5, the position below after Rook E8 in the Spassky-Lutikov 31st USSR Championship. Example of the correct treatment for black. So guys, you can see the position over here. Just look over here. You can see the position. So this position was arrived after the certain moves. Okay, so that's the end of the introductory video. I hope you guys will enjoy it and learn. Now I am going to change the board view and make the suitable videos as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope we will meet you soon. Till then, bye bye.